I was in my senior year of high school. It was a regular Wednesday morning in English class. I was sitting in the back row, half paying attention, when the lockdown alarm went off. At first, everyone thought it was a drill. We'd done them a million times, but when the gunshots boomed, a wave of panic washed over. Our teacher, Mrs. Patterson, started freaking out and telling everyone to get away from the windows and hide. Some kids ducked under desks, and some ran to the corner. I was trying to get to the closet when I heard the classroom door slam open. I turned around as Jason Miller walked in. He and I had a rivalry going back to middle school. He had been jealous and obsessed with me getting things he wanted. He always thought he was better than everyone else and needed to be the center of attention. His ego took the fall when Emma, my girlfriend, turned him down last year and started seeing me. None of us ever thought he was dangerous enough to hold a gun someday. Mrs. Patterson screamed as Jason pointed the gun at her and told her to shut up. She did. So did all of us. "Ethan, come here," he hissed. My blood turned to ice and mouth dried up. "I said come here," he snapped as most of the students flinched. He raised the gun and aimed at my chest. I gulped and slowly walked toward him, shaking. When I got close, he grabbed my shoulder and shoved me against the wall before he pulled the trigger and shot me. My shoulder tore open. I screamed at the top of my lungs as unbearable pain exploded. I fell, gasping for air, while Jason stood over me, snickering. "You know what's funny? Everyone's going to remember this day and Jason Miller for years." My vision was blurring, and blood was soaking my shirt. Kids were crying, and Mrs. Patterson was begging him to stop. He ignored all of them. "I already got Jake," Jason chuckled. "I'll hunt Marcus after you. Gotta send them all up there, one by one." He pointed the gun to the ceiling. "Then, I'm gonna go get Emma. That'd be my ultimate payback." He was talking about murder like taking life was a game. I was fighting to stay conscious. The pain was unbearable, but I had to stall him. "You're not fearless," I whimpered, gasping for air. Jason leaned down. "You're not fearless. You're just a coward with a gun." "Shut up!" He kicked me in the stomach. I shrieked, rolling over. Make me prove that you're fearless." He raised an eyebrow. His ego was taking over. "Russian roulette. You and me. If you're really fearless, you'll do it." Jason smiled. "Do you really think that'll save you?" "What? Too scared to try, huh? That's what everyone will remember. Jason Miller was a coward." His jaw clenched. Pride was everything for him, and he couldn't stand being called a chicken. "Fine." Mrs. Patterson got up, but retreated when Jason aimed at her. Afterwards, he checked the gun and emptied all bullets except one, and spun the chamber. "I'll go first." He put it to his head and pulled the trigger. It was empty. He laughed and pointed the gun at my head. I closed my eyes as he pulled the trigger. It was empty. We went back and forth. Both of us survived until only one bullet was left. Fortunately, it was Jason's turn. He slowly lifted the gun to his head. His hand was shaking now. He exhaled, looking at me, and burst out laughing. "You think I'm stupid enough to hurt myself over a dumb challenge?" My breathing was coming in rasps now. He aimed at me. I closed my eyes, waiting for the bullet to pierce my flesh. Before it could happen, the door exploded open, and cops stormed in. Within seconds, Jason was tackled over. They slammed him on the ground. I could hear the sound of his gun dropping and the handcuffs being put on. My vision was getting blurred. I felt someone beside me, putting pressure on my shoulder. "Stay with me, kid. The ambulance is on the way. You're gonna be okay." The pain was getting worse, and everything was going fuzzy. I could hear Jason screaming and fighting against the cops. They held him pinned down with their knees. Everything after that is blurry. Paramedics rushed in and lifted me onto a stretcher. My mom held my hand as I was taken to the ER. I woke up 2 days later in a hospital bed. The bullet had gone clean through my shoulder and missed anything major. I was lucky. That's what everyone kept telling me, because Jason's arrogant ass had stolen 3 kids from their parents. Jake, my best friend since kindergarten, was one of them. Jason had found him in the hallway before he got to my classroom and shot him in the chest. Marcus survived, but he's paralyzed now. Emma wasn't even at school that day. She was sick. Jason never got to her and never got to finish his plan. He was arrested and charged with 3 counts of murder and multiple counts of attempted murder. The trial was all over the news for months. He loved seeing his face on TV. It was exactly what he wanted all along. His lawyers tried to say he was mentally ill and that he didn't understand what he was doing and he needed help, not prison. But I testified. I told the jury about the Russian roulette and about how calm he was the whole time and how he planned everything out. The jury didn't buy the insanity defense and found him guilty on all counts. He got life in prison without the possibility of parole. I graduated from high school 2 months ago. Emma and I broke up. She couldn't handle what happened. I don't blame her. I still have nightmares. I see Jason standing over me, smiling, and the gun clicking empty over and over. Moreover, I see Jake's pleading face, waiting for someone to save him.